expecting folks to make you uncomfortable. From your friends to your uncles could be the source of your plummet, dude. Just cause they close to you don't mean that they are fond of you. Turn your back and these cats will just stab you and they will pummel you. The grind ain't about going through nothing. It's more about making adjustments. If you whine and you pout, they gonna love it. So your best bet is tell these haters to suck it, they puppets. Lames, try to bring me pain, but they all one in the same. Change, I ain't afraid of that, but the facts will remain. Lames, try to pull me back, but they all one in the same. Change, I ain't afraid of that, but I stay up in my lane. I got people that hate my stinking guts that I ain't never met before. Anti-racist calling me the N-word in my message though. So in tune with myself that I don't trip and let it roll. If it was ever overwhelming, trust me dog, I'll let you know. Listen, you'll have to take me out of commission, cause dissing me ain't gon' get it. My self-esteem is prolific, so when I say I ain't tripping, you know it's true. And I notice you fishing for quotables. I am on the top like what Odin do, no skeletons. I own up to every idiotic thing I ever did since I settled in. So you can't threaten me with revealing, assessing the past mental lapses, cause the past ain't my destiny and I control that. Not you cold cats, my past is a throwback. Your past you console, popping Prozac. I'm content where my soul's at. Catch a ghost check and I ain't going nowhere, you already know that. Lames, try to bring me pain, but they all one in the same. Change, I ain't afraid of that, but the facts will remain. Lames, try to pull me back, but they all one in the same. Change, I ain't afraid of that, but I stay up in my lane. These fools jokes be keep my name in their mouth, but for whatever reason afraid to approach me. I ain't saying we gotta throw hands, this is loaf beef. I'm just saying you can be a man, don't provoke me. If you ain't got intentions on finishing your sentences without your representatives being present, attentive is definitive. You need an audience cause you are fraudulent. For that, I've developed a bit of intolerance, just being honest. Fake people make me sick to my stomach and they make me wanna vomit. Running fast to the top, I'm something like I'm Sonic. When I'm coming back down, moving like it's cool runnings and I'm going to 100. Baseline minimum, my mind's pivotal, your line's pitiful. I'm not here to do what you fruit bags want me to do. And you can run to your dues and that won't stop me from coming at you, fools. Lames, try to bring me pain, but they all one in the same. Change, I ain't afraid of that, but the facts will remain. Lames, try to pull me back, but they all one in the same. Change, I ain't afraid of that, but I stay up in my lane. Underestimated my following, gave our dollars to the pre-order column. So what the problem is, say you was dropping it, and then turn around, did the opposite. Lining your pockets, you got a lot of nerve to be opting this. I guess I bit off more than I can chew. Let's not excuse my tardiness, I like to apologize to my audience. Not like I've been partying, promise not being fraudulent. I've been in homestead like a privatizing Rothbardian. Part of a parliament, that's a problem. I plan on abolishing, cause a raucous, I'll best the friggin' product you all are in. And all that talking, I ain't buying what you offering. You bout as intimidating and soft as what your daughter is. You been a faking, yet you still hating. You can't knock me cause I've been through Olympic trials of tribulations. Been on this grind and walked many miles to get this cake, and now I'm going ape like I'm a Saiyan. Quit playing with me, cause I'm a lot to deal with. I don't acknowledge you because you too retarded to understand my skill set. So when I kick this knowledge, it's gonna fly over your heel head. So polish up your mind real fast so I don't feel bad. I went from being broke to being hopeful, from standing on the post to going postal. I'm supposed to be on the poster competition's toast because I'm vocal. A bar for you like I'm Oprah. You should probably get off the sofa or the soapbox. Going at me, I hope not. You attacking with no plot cause you act like a robot. You move when you told to move. You a puppet with a master, I'm the antithesis. That's why I'm opposed to you. I'm the whack rapper, back snapper. Used to be a gat capper, now I'm spitting raps from the Adam's apple. Better back paddle before you get the best at them. That battle's not one you won't back at them. Average guys asking me how I smash these beats at If I told you, I'd have to fold you, that's classified. Don't like to brag, but I had to boast, it's a fad of mine. So please don't be sad when the opinions paired with that in mind. I think it's asinine that people whine like a buster because they life don't measure up to another sucker. What type of life might tell Tucker I don't support you? Tactics the way that you battle and they gon' cut the mustard. You seem like you a teen wife, not prepared for this mean life, not even aware you just see a green light. I think you mean right, but you look at me like an alien in the night. If I'm the A, then you the Z type. The proto, it's me, bro. You can try to dress it up when I'm in street clothes, I still peak, so probably one of the few lies I ever told. That's because I don't peak, I just grow. I know that we don't talk too much, but I really hope you get this message, cuz, and I ain't gonna go out my way to bash you and preach at you, cuz that's not proactive. I just had to write a track dedicated to you, and that's so. If you stumble across some of these words, I'll at the very least know that you voluntarily heard what I had to say. So as I lay in this pad awake, I'm trying to gather my thoughts so I don't squander this track away. It's hard to mention that your father's in prison now. That really messed me up how I'm anarchistic, yet my closest kinfolk is the popo. An agent of the same state I'm rallying against. It's gotta be a joke, but if he paid for any crimes he committed as police, I would have accepted that, but that just ain't what happened totally. He's behind bars because two young knuckleheads stole from him and tried to get away without the luck ahead. He chased them and ran their car off the road, then started busting. And one of the little dudes got killed, and that's a bit unfortunate, but had they not been trying to jack in the first place, he wouldn't be buried underneath the dirt. Hey, y'all know that theft is one of a few pet peeves of mine. And you can say that he overreacted, but that's a product of what's a feeble mind. You don't get to fall back on that when you can see the line and crossed it. So get up out my face with all those grieving lines. I keep getting riled up, one thing after another, and it seems that it piles up. I can only imagine what you going through, Junior. I can only assume, but that ain't quite the point of this tune. Please understand that you a man at 20, these your golden years. Don't waste them hanging your head bumming, cause you know that Ken wouldn't want it if your life just plummets, it'll punish him. The greatest gift that you can give is be the man he know you can. Strive for greatness, gain some knowledge, learn a trade, and whatever you do, talent, don't waste it. The application is key. I heard you in the music too, but pursue another career, cause ain't no telling what this game will do to you. Get multiple revenue streams, and as you rise, you gon' see them friends start dwindling down. I dealt with it all the time, but in the back of your mind, you gotta remind yourself, friends decline with wealth. I'm just constantly thinking, you and I about the same age apart as me and your father is, kinda weird. I followed him around Meemaw's crib, and you did the same with me for more than 3 long years. But I still feel I came up short in terms of impact, and I can see that that's on me. So if you ever need anything, hit me up, let me know. If you got problems you need a remedy for. Sheeple, lazy and evil. For years I've watched y'all allow Donald Trump turn you to crazy people. Where's that freedom eagle when you must need them? You bugging like beetles and lining up gleeful sticking needles in. 2020 was the year that y'all were losing it. Watching smart people I respect turn into lunatics. The rational became irrational. The avenue we travel through will have a few kickbacks will hassle you. Y'all fools so short-sighted, of course you write it. Shut it down, print money, you should be indicted. What you are doing is criminal, and been a fool. The end of you is gonna be the end of you, and your institute is crooked. Fools claiming I hate the police. Too stupid to understand that they are what they eat. Control freaks that'll use their own homies to seek power, and then put them on the wall in a week. This industry is full of followers that holler when it's time to make a dollar, and positions that they wallow in are shallow, and they don't understand half the crap that they are swallowing. Regurgitating all of it and acting like a scholar. Wait, this about all the contradiction that I can take. I'd rather you get it now, but truth is you kinda late. Your silliness is limitless, and it would benefit your tendencies if you could just focus a little bit in the roller coaster of emotion that you're going through. Control the pool, I notice you letting it rolling over you. Logic ain't in the conversation, ain't in the realm or reality. Basic as an Applebee's, y'all chattel, see that poly pundit, that'll be the sheepdog. You know your teeth soft because you weak sauce. Teach y'all the basics of each fault. I be raw, rough around the edges like a tree saw. Got a lot of options, cause the optics always popping, and I'm dropping what I'm gonna do, adopting what I wanna do. Liberation, so every fake kid in 8 men that's pacing, cause I don't have to abide by the ways. I'm just saying, I'm feeling like a million Bitcoin. A lot of adventures I'm into, now I'm getting it going. Hit 30 and it's just getting worth it, cause I'm just getting started. Not perfect, loving all of it, it's awesomeness. Yeah, because I'm all that and then some. Rhymes taking over like carnage and venom. Shove that whack crap back where y'all boys had sent them. Keeping y'all sour like the warheads and lemons. Back to the point. Y'all went ape over something with a 99% survival rate. Got the jab and still got a diaper on your face, and that can get kicked down the road by the state. Being patient with them, I try to, but you got room temperature IQ. Expecting a lecture from these idiot guys who got opinions not worth is what's under my shoe. Y'all tripping on truth when we call it out, cause y'all people as goofy as I'll get out. If y'all with them and not with you, I'd sit out, cause every rapper's on the list now, mad at a pitch count. Throwing heaters like my soul's beat up. No people focus on hoaxes in the shows he book, and I'm hoping to open doors and I got foes and such, but I know that I'll be opposing to the goal. I must start attacking. Ain't lacking, my brain's lashed in. Same way that I game is the same way of the back end. All the pain that I bring up is like the pain to the Batman. I'm back cracking. Whack trends claiming they rap fans and backtracking. Give a crap about the what's his face. Only thing you out rapping is a sandwich at Subway, and y'all just so happen to welcome beef on my lunch plate. And you are a disaster, and this can only go one way. And you steady flashing guns in your music vids, and I know you do it for the fun, but what you doing is abusing every rule. Of course you can use it quick. You're showing the world you don't know what you are doing, kid.
Why would you waste your time when you can be so much more, so much more, so much more? Why would you go in blind when you can be so much more, so much more? I can only be great.
It's one thing that I want you to see. It's everybody is ignorant. It's only when you speak on what you don't know you become slow, and that ignorance crosses into stupidity. Yet I'm still spending my energy debating enemies that tend to be idiots, really inept politically, that don't have the depth or wit of me. Oh well, it'll be co-chance in hell, so riddle me this. How am I supposed to take you serious when all of your positions are socially expedient? Thinking you a rebel, but at most you obedient. Opposing opinions make folks be belligerent. A cult and religious, so you know what's on CNN and vote what you told by the folks that got a sentence missing. Oh, you a hypocrite, and I'm in awe, cause the diversity you advocate is not in thought. You get away with it cause you placed in a freaking chamber with echoes ringing, surrounded by a bunch of brainless. Your aim is yet all the same shame, cause you ain't slick, afraid to relate other things cause you nameless. Tamed and weak and pathetic, you epitomize politic ties cause you scared to be criticized. Ancient trick, you ain't say this, you afraid to unplug from the matrix. Basic.
Why would you waste your time when you can be so much more, so much more, so much more? Why would you go in blind when you can be so much more, so much more? I can only be great. I can only be great. I can only be great. I can only be great.
Rap circle. I'm better than you. Period. Not at all concerned what it hit for, cause I've still come to raise hell like Mephisto. Please don't front, cause I'll karate chop your lymph node. Noodle arm punk you punch and end up with your wrist broke. Don't need a forehead.
I am Dark Side.
Stand back and peep the light show. Green Lantern's got this. I'm not through with you.
Hello and welcome to Xcast 35.
We're in
Sorry.
2023 and we didn't die yet.
Current year.
And our
please.
ESG
We're in current year.
Yeah.
Current year.
the ESG, our ESG is as low as it could be.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the new intro because I just love
Yo,
it.
it's so good. Every fucking movie or almost they have a moment like that. The last one was like Superboy when he got jumped by a bunch of like you know when Darkseid was giving superpowers to people, he got jumped.
Yeah.
And when he fought one of the Eradicator, the fake Superman,
Yeah.
he said, "Yeah, you better go." And he turned around and then went at the speed of broke the sound barrier.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jumped.
What with the five Superman?
Yeah, the true Superman.
Pretty good. Oh damn! True. Wait, it's gonna disconnect.
Damn.
Yeah.
He breaks the glass. He flies so fast. Oh no!
That was another level. That being said, how was your weekend? How was your vacation? How was everything?
It was actually really productive. The past 2 weeks I've been streaming a lot and working on my videos. Tomorrow I'll probably be having a stream, a beat 'em up stream where I'll just be playing beat 'em up games.
Oh, cool.
There was a new update to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Yeah,
And
your favorite game of the year?
Not the year, but it's pretty fucking good.
I mean, this year. What's your favorite game of the year?
I don't know. Because,
Oh, why not? Let's just talk about this.
Because I played like 25 games like last year and I just don't remember everything.
Yeah, but like, let's see.
In my top 5, I'd say, because I'd have to look at the list of like all the games that came out. I'd say 20 Minutes Till Dawn was really fucking good.
I don't remember that game.
Deadverse.
That is in my top because I'm playing it a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull out a list, but definitely.
You can.
Destroy All Humans 2.
Was pretty good. I love it. It's in my list of
Destroy
the
All
games of the year.
Humans 2. Deep Rock Galactic. Deadverse.
Oh.
The Turtle games was close, but not quite.
Oh.
How much is it?
6.
6?
I do not care.
Wait. Oh no, there's the Nouveau. I don't care.
I don't care. Six
Wait. Back up. There's the Nouveau.
I don't care. It's $6.
But the Nouveau.
I don't care. They were gonna remove it anyway.
Oh god.
Most of the time they remove it. We're talking about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. They have the complete edition. Do have the.
I
Nouveau.
fucking hate Scott Pilgrim, but that beat 'em up was fucking good.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to be concise. So those were my top games. Wait, what else? Also, speaking of beat 'em up, I think that River City Girls might be woke now.
No, it's just translation that's trash.
No. I mean, look at there's another one that came out, and like you remember the girl in the original game?
Yeah.
Not Double Dragon, but their girlfriend. Okay, she's now Abby, like the girl who used to get kidnapped. She's like, I'm tired of being like a damsel in distress, and she's now Abby. So it looks like trash.
River City. The girl. I forget the name. That's why. This one, the new one.
Yeah, the new one, the second one.
Two.
Oh, Tunic came out. Okay, Tunic is on my top 5. Remove.
I don't even know what the game is.
Tunic? Okay, Tunic is basically. I don't want to spoil it because playing the game. The game is a spoiler, so I'm gonna like say the most minimal things.
This one?
No, not her. Like the one with gray hair. She's like the girl from Streets of Rage, but not as cool.
Yeah, but
Just look at the cover of the game, like River City Girls 2. So Tunic is a game where basically it looks like Zelda. The 2D
this
ones.
one?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, the girl on the right.
Bitch, still Japanese.
It's Japanese?
River City Girls, it's Japanese.
No, but the people are making it now.
Still Japanese. Okay, the thing with reverse, the thing that I was thinking.
Yeah, I know the translation was trash.
Yeah, that's why. And we know that localization.
Localization is trash, but I think it's not a Japanese studio now. I'd have to check.
Yeah, it is. Those who are doing the localization is different. You're thinking because she's beef now.
And they have a black girl now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Reverse 3D Girl.
Check who did it. So the game is basically like that Zelda remake, the Link's the one where he's on an island, DX or whatever.
Tuna. Oh shit. Something.
Not Link's Adventure.
I forget. There's so many Zeldas. I don't know.
Link's Awakening.
Okay.
So it's a bit like that.
Okay.
But then as you play along, you think it's pretty basic, but there's a lot of like hidden mechanics. The game is written in a language you don't understand.
Resident Evil 2 Japan release initial release 2002.
Developers.
Developers.
Way Forward is not Japanese. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but what is?
So it's Way Forward, so I have doubts.
Publisher is Limited Run. Way Forward. Arc System work. Oh my god. Fuck. Arc System is trash and it's woke. So yeah, you're right.
It's a Western dev developing the game, so you know.
Yeah, makes sense. That's why. Because they keep the aesthetic, but you know they have to jam everything in what you love. Because you know you cannot have one way.
So Tunic.
But Way Forward did.
Well, they did Shantae. That's why I'm confused because they do cute shit like Shantae and the Police Girl games. But then they do this, and I'm like, I don't know. Because people turn around and you never know. So Tunic, pretty good.
Okay.
So you start playing and you just have a stick, but then you get a sword and you unlock the game manual, but the game manual actually tells you useful stuff that you wouldn't know otherwise. You know, I figured out a lot of stuff just by pressing buttons, but you don't necessarily know. And then you unlock the shield. But then you realize that if you hold the shield, you lose stamina. So you're like, oh, this is Dark Souls 2. And then, those pads that I saw, those giant pads on the ground. Oh, if I press A for long, then I teleport. And then every time you play the game, you start understanding a new mechanic. And it's the discovery of how the game plays is like half the fun of it. So I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay, cool.
So that for me it'd have to be Ghostwire would be close. It'd be like 6 or 7.
You like Ghostwire?
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Okay.
So
I was surprised because it's like Ghostwire is like my honorable mention.
yeah, honorable mention.
But the thing is like I know that most people did hate it. Like no, most Western reviewer did hate it because too much hand sign and too much Japanese jokes.
Yeah. So yeah, Tunic, Destroy All Humans.
Did you finish Ghostwire though?
No, because I'm gay.
Yeah. But I don't know. I love the story of the big brother that helped. So let's see. Game that I did play this year.
What did I say? Ghostwire, Deadverse, what else? Wait, Deadverse,
Yeah.
Tunic.
I was playing Warframe 2. Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Blue Rising was cool. I don't know if you did play it. Elden Ring was
no, I
cool.
didn't play it.
I loved Elden Ring. I didn't finish it, but I love it. Digital Human 2. Good game. Vampire Survivor was fun. 0 Hour was fun, but I think it's still in early access, so I don't care. Turbo Overkill was pretty good. No, I love Turbo Overkill. I just
I
stopped.
only played the demo, but it was pretty cool.
Also, I did play the real game. I do have it. I didn't finish it though. Because, finishing. Like, the only game that I did finish this series is Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, and then Turtles. Okay, yeah.
What else?
So I streamed a lot.
Tales of Unrest, but that's not the game that came out this year. So yeah.
Working on new videos, and I finished Plague Tale Requiem. Fuck that game.
Okay.
Fuck it. You remember that that guy with the glasses, Spoonie, and one time he saw the new XCOM game, he was like, Betrayal!
Yeah. I don't know why you were saying that. I saw the video that you're talking about.
Yo, Asobo Studios betrayed me. That game sucks.
It's a French studio. They gave up. They gave up when the ESG came in.
Yo, but it's the thing is that the game starts really well. The story, the graphics.
It's like the two teams, no?
I don't think so.
No, it's like the way that.
Like a studio A, team A, team B.
Yeah. Like team
maybe.
normal and teamwork.
No, because when you think about it in hindsight, in the first one, all the guys die. So who knows?
Yeah, but did I told you that to you to? Because
I'm not surprised it became woke. Like you talked about it, and I was like, oh, it's probably going to be woke. I hope it's not.
No,
and
it was. It was already. If you see, like the only guy that survived was the
wimpy kid.
The wimpy kid. Everyone that looked like has
halfway like a man.
A little bit of testosterone was like
dead
or kick out or sacrifice.
Guess what? He still lives.
The wimpy kid.
The wimpy kid lives.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And I think the next game they're gonna kill him off because he's starting to be too manly.
There's no next game. It's done.
There's a teaser at the end.
Why?
Misia says that she's going to find the next kid who has the macula. And there's a teaser. Spoilers, I don't fucking care. Fuck this game. They show you. They show you spoilers for Plague Tale Requiem. They show you a kid in a modern hospital, and you hear like a woman with high heels walking, and you can hear the rebreather, and it shows that he has the macula. So it's like 2020, and there's still the macula.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
They had one good game. They just had to switch.
But my problem is that it starts really good. Everything is good. But
yeah,
then
it's French.
But then around chapter 4 it feels like they don't have an excuse
the best way to explain a French game is that
it's French.
They want to encule you.
They want to franchise me. They don't have a good reason to have conflict. So Amicia has to act like a bitch and be hysterical like most of the game. So they finally find someone from the Order who can help them, and he's doing like the treatments, and basically they say, yo, Hugo's gonna fucking die, okay? There's like, he's gonna die. He's reached the last stage. We can contain him and make sure that he doesn't blow the fuck out of everything. And she's like, no, they're hurting him. They stop thinking about him as a human being. They're just doing treatment to him, and he's suffering, but yo, he's like cursed by the devil. Like, what do you want them to do? They're trying their best. The guy stayed in the room with him for 2 days straight, just working, trying to like get him to be okay. And like, there's no reason like for her to be a bitch like that. They could have made a story about her going on an adventure, trying to find a way to save him, accepting that he dies, or have the Order be secretly evil, because that would be the easiest one. And if you want to be woke, you can just show, oh, the white men are evil. But for no reason, she's just like,
too
no.
easy. That makes sense.
You know what they do?
What?
She says, fuck my mom, fuck Lucas, the wimpy kid, and fuck the Order. I'm just going to go out on an island and try to... Because Hugo had a dream that showed him an island, and she's going to find the island. And you know what happens? she doesn't even know where the island is, and she doesn't even know the name of the island. She finds a random dude who was trying to kill her. He's like, you actually know where your island is, so help me and I help you.
How does it know where the island is?
Exactly, it's just a convenience. So he just knows. So he didn't even know the fucking name of the island, and then she gets there and she's like, oh, we're looking for like a mountain and a bird. And it's like, it's a fucking island. There could be like a mountain range. There could be like 10 mountains, 20.
Did you went to France, Paris, with all the mountain and all the island?
Oh my god, it's fucking crazy. And you know what's the worst? Do you know what the joke is?
I have a question.
What?
Did you play it in the real language or in English?
This time around, I played it in English. The first one in French. The English voice acting is pretty good. I played the beginning,
French?
the first 3 chapters in French, and then I went, okay, I'm tired of that.
Why? Because you're not used to play video game in French?
No. I think the voice acting in French is really good. That's why I played the entire first game in French. But I was like curious. I'm playing the second one. This time I'm gonna try it in English.
Okay, just to see.
Yeah, just
because
to
for
see.
real, I would say that the French voice acting was better. I think it's just because it's a French game.
Yeah, it works better because yes, it's weird, which is like Hugo or Arno, but the voice acting is good. It's just that it's more natural in French.
No.
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
So that's why I played it in the first game like that in French.
Yeah.
But my problem, I like the original language. I play shit in Japanese. I listen to shit in French. But my problem, guess what?
I listen to shit
in fucking Korean.
In Korean, Stan.
You know what?
What?
Guess what the dream, you know what the joke is?
What?
Was actually a dream that was sent by the macula. So the dream was actually evil and was just a trap to lure them to the island.
But you go die first.
No. And he gets there and they show you the first kid who had the macula. And he's just a statue screaming in agony. And then afterwards, Hugo like succumbs to the macula because the mother dies. The mother is like the only character, is like the only female character who isn't evil, and because she's not, she feels like a woman I would like to marry.
She felt like that from the start.
Yeah, she was.
Like,
she didn't feel woke, so she died.
Like I don't know if you remember when they killed the father off, like in the 3 first minutes of the first game. If you didn't play the first.
Oh,
game.
they did the father in the first game.
Yeah, it did.
No, the second game. The guy Arno says, "Oh, you're good with that thing, your sling." Yes, my father taught me, but then after I trained myself.
So
He's dead. Just give him some slack. He's fucking dead.
You know what's killing me with that?
Yeah.
Is that if you remember the first game, the father trained her even if he didn't have to.
Yeah.
He was like,
It's 14th century France. You're never going to use those skills, bitch.
You're supposed to be
Learning to play an instrument, how to cook, how to sing, not fighting. It's useless. They're not woke. It's 14th century. You're gonna die on the battlefield.
So yeah, all good.
Okay, so the macula was fucking evil and lured him.
Yeah.
And then if she had listened to her mother, nothing bad would have happened. Hugo would have died, but at least the world would be okay. So they find a cult that like worship the child of the macula, and of course the woman, like there's a man, their leader, a soldier, is the count or whatever, and his wife wants to have a children, but she's evil, you see, because she wants really badly to have a kid. So that makes her evil. And then she also dies. Everybody fucking dies. And then Hugo, when he sees
the message, don't have kids. Because the planet or some bullshit.
That's what I said in my review. Exactly word for word. So when his mother dies, he joins like the dark side. He becomes like the macula. And you know what happens? So Marseille is destroyed. There's no city of Marseille in their universe. They arrive at the walls and they hear like an earthquake. And Lucas is like, that's not an earthquake. And you just see rats breaking the walls of Marseille. And then they end up in the heart of the city.
Too much white people, I guess.
Yeah, and then you know what? Hugo is at the center, and he's like in a cocoon, like a H.R. Giger, the guy who did like Alien, the art. It looks like that, and the macula has a heartbeat, and every time the heart beats, there's a wave of rats, so you have to run and hide behind walls, and then the walls crumble down, so you have to rush to the center, because if you don't, you fucking die, because there's like tsunamis of rats. And then Lucas says when we get inside the macula, like things won't make sense. So when you enter the macula, there's statues of like the Grim Reaper, like Death, surrounding you, and then you just have statues of like Death with the cowl and everything, just looking at you, and they cry rivers of rats, and then the rivers of rats, you're in on a platform, and then the rats transform into giant golems. The rats start like making like a giant, and then at the end you're like inside the macula, and then you had statues you had to follow to find like the clues, and then you realize that the statues were actually evil and luring you in the wrong direction, so you have to go like in the opposite direction of the statues, and it's like in Zelda the Lost Forest, so it's like a non-Euclidean space that doesn't make sense. Everything goes like in infinite direction, and then at the end you reach Hugo. And you know, in Dead Space, you have a thing called the Brethren Moon. All the necromorphs, like, fuse together.
I didn't play that space.
Okay, so all the corpses fuse together to form a giant moon that's going to eat the planet. Hugo looks like that at the end. He's, like, fused to a cocoon of, like, a fucking Brethren Moon. And then there's, like, an ocean of rat. And then, oh, by the way, when the macula starts, there's no sun anymore. Like the evil clouds the sky.
Let me guess. The new kid is a girl.
No, there's no new kid. Hugo dies and like she's just like.
Yeah, but the new
girl is going to be a girl. The new kid
of the macula gonna be a girl, and she's gonna be perfect and control the macula from the start to the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and then you're like, it's literally the fucking end of. If she had stayed, like, followed her mother and stayed somewhere and just trapped Hugo somewhere.
Like, hey, what? Having the Antichrist? Let's go!
Because anyway, you kill him. So the last one, the first guy.
She killed Hugo.
It's optional. You can kill Hugo or let Lucas kill Hugo.
If Lucas killed Hugo, he's a bad man.
Yes.
With testosterone.
Yes.
And if you kill because of compassion.
Yes.
And bullshit.
Yes.
Fuck! I hate that. That's the same. Okay.
The dialogue is slightly different. She says, in her ending, she's like, "Where's Lucas? Oh, he's on the road. He's learning. What a brave young kid." But if he kills him, she says, "He's on the road, but I haven't seen him for a while. I can't look at him. I still think of Hugo dying."
She should have killed herself, for real. She should have killed herself. So, but the thing is, like, the problem that I do have, and this is the fact that I can know what will happen. It's like with Glass Onion.
I mentioned that in my review.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
Glass Onion. I know what's going to happen just because I know your politics.
We're too similar. No, they're fucking NPCs.
They're fucking NPCs.
We know the programming. We're like, okay, so say if, so else.
Yeah, if or else. I'm racist or I'm homophobic. It's one of the other, actually.
I was like, oh god damn it. Okay, cool.
It sucks. It sucks so much.
Because the idea was great, but...
And then at the end, she cuts her hair and she looks like a butch.
I'm not surprised.
And it's the fact that if you had stayed... Because the last kid who had it, they tried to isolate him, but then they kind of fucked up when they killed like his version of Amicia, and then he loses control. But if you would keep him under control and keep the people he loves close, and if he starts losing control, you just shank him, everything would have been fine. Everyone would have been better off if Amicia just listened to her goddamn mother.
Yeah, but my feelings...
There's another Amicia from the past, and she literally says, save one to save all. So she's like, yeah, sacrifice.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sacrifice everyone for minority.
No, okay, I understand.
And you know what? When she fucked up, that caused the Justinian plague.
Right.
So she's basically, they're canonically responsible for the end of the world.
Wow, okay.
And even if you remove the shitty story, around chapter 7 or 9, the game just becomes a walking sim.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking myself if they didn't brought more female on the team.
Probably.
To help with the programming. Because, we have to be more diverse. And that means fuck the gameplay, fuck the story, fuck the rest.
You know what's the fucking worst? The gameplay is good, and there's a lot of mechanics. But after chapter 4 or 5, it feels like they introduce a mechanic, you play with it for like 5 minutes, and then it never comes back. You have like your partners. Lucas is just in the beginning. Every partner was like comes in, goes out, then comes back at least once. Not here. The last partner you get stays until the end of the game. She doesn't come in and out, so you have partners for like really brief moments. And there's so many mechanics, but you don't use them because half the time you're just walking. Then you get introduced to a new partner, and then you have to use their mechanic. You use your old mechanics for a bit, and then after that it just becomes
walking. You have to
walking.
pay New Game Plus to use them.
Yo, you get a bow for New Game Plus. I looked at the bow, I went, this is trash, uninstalled the game. I sent you the pictures, I just uninstalled the game super quick.
I saw that. So, yeah.
That game was
The
trash.
game that I do... What's the game that I did play? Oh, Rimworld, because Rimworld...
Oh, by the way, that was my Too Late Who Gives a Shit. That was my review.
Okay.
Yeah, the game sucks. Even if it's on Game Pass for free, don't play it.
Okay.
If it's on, like... When it's going to be on Epic, I'm gonna, like... put it in my library and never download it.
That's all the game that are on my list.
No, but this one is harder than the others.
Like, with hate in my heart.
It sucks.
Okay. So, what else? Because I'm like, it's not... Okay. So, my Game of the Year list include Elden Ring, Destroy All Human 2, Turbo Overkill, I forgot to roll Victor for it. What else? I forget. I have a list somewhere. Yeah, here. This telling you, man. Ghostwire Tokyo. Persona 5 Striker was released this year.
I think so.
Yeah, it was. And Persona 5 Royal PC version because I can, so I will.
I started playing it.
Huh?
Persona Royale.
Oh yeah.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah, I know because it's on PC.
Yeah.
I was about to buy it, but I won't.
I like the fact that they didn't just re-release. I like the fact that every time Atlus re-releases a game,
they add mechanics.
Now they add like not just we added a character and like new social links. It's like and activities. Now it's social link, activities, a character, and mechanics. Like the stealth is a lot more elaborate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more. Everything is better. Everything is better.
And for once, the new character that they add isn't dog shit. The first one was in 3. She was okay. It was just a female version. She was fine.
They're gonna release the PSP version.
Yeah, on Game Pass. Not on PC in general.
On PC, yeah.
It comes out like this month. I'm gonna get it.
Oh, it's the first game that I'm gonna play and I'm gonna try to stream.
Yo, I played Persona 4 for like 80 fucking hours, man.
I'm still playing Persona 5.
Persona 5, I finished it. I played it for 100 hours. And then you're like, I don't want to spend another 100, but...
Oh, that's why you lose your life to Persona 5.
Yo, I lost my life to that game. Because the worst thing, too, is that...
And I know that you didn't stream it because it's like your game, so your experience.
No. That was before I started streaming. It was like when it came out and I got it on PS3.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like 8...
Persona 4.
No, Persona 5, the original version. When it came out on PS3 and PS4.
Oh yeah, I do have it on PS. I have the original too. I have the Royale too. I have the Royale with cheese.
Yeah.
Collection. Anyway.
And then I spent like 110 hours on it. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, the game is one of the best games.
And then you look at the new female character, and it's like, she's fucking cute, and she does ballet.
Yeah. You know what? If it was an American game, she will look like Abby, and she's gonna be a strong woman.
No, she's so cute, and I like that she's like,
Each time we're gonna find the stuff of strong woman, I'm just gonna put the strong woman from South Park in there.
Oh yeah.
Like each time I want, I think is it somewhere? Did I put it? Oh no, I removed it. Ah fuck. Oh no, wait, that's waiting. Podcast. Like each time I want, I can make it play again. Like this, I can put it so. Each time someone get beat up, you just put a beat him up.
Oh my god.
1 minute beat up.
That one from South Park was when I was like, oh no, reality has officially become stranger than fiction. Because every time you're like, oh no, we've reached that point, but that one in particular, I was like, oh.
You wanna know something? I just saw something about what's his name? The Simpsons. When The Simpsons used to be good. And I'm like, I'm kind of sure that they're time travelers, kind of, because they had they did bring an episode where they had a guy named Andrew Serpent with the watch with diamonds so big that and his Rolls Royce.
Oh god.
And now we have Andrew Tate, whose tattoo is a serpent.
Oh no.
With his Bugatti.
Oh no.
So I'm kind of sure that they know the future. I don't know why.
They don't know the future. It's like 1984. They looked at everything and they went like, oh shit, I see the writing on the wall.
Yeah, but the rise of the guy that will encourage you doing better in your life.
Yeah, but that's an archetype.
Yeah, but like
the guy who's like, yo, I can't read time.
I understand that part, but having the Andrew part close, the serpent. Okay, the fact that they had a part with Orange Man Bad, because we cannot say his name.
Yes.
Orange Man Bad, who's doing exactly the same thing that he did in the video. You did watch it, right?
No. That episode aired long after he was in the video. There was the video, then that's why I hate hearing that. It's because they had the video and then they made the episode long after.
They made it after?
Yeah, they made it. That's why I hate hearing that, because people are like, oh, The Simpsons saw the future. It's like, no, that happened at least 6 months before.
Oh, okay.
They had all the time in the world.
Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah. I was sure that because that part looks like it was older. That's why.
No. That part was after it happened.
Okay. I don't know.
And it was long enough that they probably couldn't even be in production at the same time. It had to be after. It was months after.
Okay. Because I know that they're not like South Park, because South Park is like.
But South Park, that one was Jesus.
Strong woman.
Oh God. It's too. Okay, the only thing that wasn't good with South Park, I know they wanted to make a parody of a Macho Man, Savage, but usually the guy was like, I'm a strong woman. Well, okay, sometimes they are really muscular, but a lot of the time they just look like sex predators, like fat sex slobs.
My only problem was the part D&D with that, where every girl was interested with D&D. That's a video that I'm working on, and I will try to finish it fast. Is the video about the fact that our hobby are not toxic until they came in.
Yeah.
And one thing that I saw is that the fact that having hobby like we do is kind of expensive, right? So collecting video games or collecting.
Yeah.
And one thing that I saw and I find interesting is that at the end of the day, because it's expensive, people have money in those hobbies. So because people have money in this.
No, you have money. I don't.
In general, I talk in general. if you watch Gary Bigler from Neurotic, or Daddy Cobra, aka Geeks and Gamer.
Because I've waited for my games. I've waited it's $5 now.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
but things technically it's expensive, and
it is.
And one thing that I saw is that when people see that people in some genre have money, then we have women coming in.
Yeah.
Because usually we have women that are already in are those who like geek shit.
Yeah.
And then we have women.
You have the woman who plays games, and then you have the girl gamer.
The girl gamer that came in. And when the girl gamer come in,
it's done. It's
they became popular, and when they become popular, you have to please everyone.
And when it pleases everyone, it pleases no one.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Like my dad.
I like how like I can see it because like when I was a weeb.
No, I should have said like a prostitute.
Nah, you know when you are a weeb before being weeb is cool.
Yeah, and then everybody becomes a weeb, but they don't even become like full-fledged weeb.
No,
they become weeb of like basic entry level shit.
No. Everything that's popular. Oh, do you see this? This is popular now. Like, yeah, I'm not reading this no more. I'm like, I got this.
Yeah, by the time you read that shit, it's like...
No, by the time they see that shit, because they don't read, they just watch anime.
Like, I read it, I watch it, but by the time you get to it, it's like, yo, that thing is like super basic.
Like...
And that thing was like inspired by this other thing, and it doesn't do it as well.
Yeah.
But no, I got pushed into lockers. And that's why now I beat people to death in a cage.
Yeah. Let's say that it's funny. It's kind of funny. So what else? So that's one thing. Yeah. So for the movies, I don't have a lot of movies because I have to watch Bullet Train now. Because what's already on my list, but the Critical Drinker had to make a video, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to watch that video. I forgot.
That, and I have to watch also Avatar: The Way of Water.
No, I don't have to watch that.
Everyone says it's good, so I guess it's good.
No, fuck that.
No, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care.
This video on Glass Onion was fucking harsh, even harsher than mine is going to be.
Oh yeah, he was like, no, that was shit. He didn't even play around. He made it with all the hate.
Okay, spoilers for Glass Onion. So, like, why did he send a box to her?
We'll never, because dumbass.
Because the way it's written, it doesn't feel like it really feels like she has a box because they needed to do that plot twist, and not because they like covered the fact that, oh yeah, that's right, you know, like I sent a box before she died, but then I wanted to kill her, but if I take back the box, it's weird. It's this kind of like movie where you have to cover those details because it's all based on like logic.
Stupid.
Because
like technically, she should not have a box because she's not invited, and it will not look suspect if she doesn't have a box because she's in bad term with him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like people. There's two things. People are like, wait, but like he couldn't have sent it like after she died. Some people are saying, yo, that's an alibi. It's like, no, you just went in court with that person.
Yeah, you don't need to see that.
Yeah, you're like clearly not on good terms. So of course you wouldn't invite her to your party, and maybe it would make me even more suspicious.
The end was so fucking dumb.
And then people say that he organizes this every year, and then it was, you know, it wasn't the works. He actually says it wasn't in the works for a long time, but I really feel like it was just for the twist, and they don't cover the fact that he sent that before she died. Like, there's no proof, but there's nothing to disprove it, but there's nothing to prove either that, okay, yeah, he sent it to her before and then she showed up.
I would say the best way I can.
You know what? Even if it was before that, I mean, legal processes.
You're giving too much interest to something that fucking dumb.
No, it's not the interest.
No,
it's that
they don't deserve it.
It was like, woke. It was so woke. It was after, like it was like a week after.
Your brain and your processing power of your brain to think about something as dumb as Glass Onion.
It was a week after that. I was like, you know, I was like over the fact that the movie was woke garbage, and I was like, wait. That the not only is it woke, but the plot doesn't make sense. And then it started coming to my attention that there's a lot of things that don't make sense in that movie.
Everything doesn't make sense.
The first one was decent, but
Yeah, but
this one, Jesus.
the thing is that he tried doing something 2 times. Because in the first, all the family was
White.
unlikable, kind of.
Yeah.
And why?
So you're like, ooh, I say like a lot, Jesus. So you think,
and it's
well,
difficult
who's
to-
guilty?
Yeah, and you can not know because you know that he's like, you're like, okay, so she cannot be guilty because she's Latinx.
Yeah.
Or just Latino because nobody likes that.
The Latinx people don't like, Latino people don't like Latinx. They think it's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I know some Latino people and they die every time they hear it.
Oh,
They just die.
seriously, I will encourage people to no, I won't say it on that because we're gonna get the stuff. For us, true. I need to change the thumbnail next time. I don't know. I'd like to see. Who cares? That's
Oh
really-
god, the glass onion. And then you know what's worse? It's not Ryan Johnson. It's not that the movie sucks. It's that people actually review this fairly like it's good. People say, "Oh yeah, it's good."
Because people are. Okay.
People get distracted that he has a good visual style, and then it's quirky. And
That's
then,
it. That's it. Like
It sounds complicated, but if you
I
take
was watching it, and I remember asking because I'm like, okay, it's gonna be this or this, and the person was like, why do you think that? I'm like, because she doesn't wear a mask for real, and she and she said what she has on her mind,
yeah,
and that looks Trumpish,
yeah, the
Trumpish, and
Trump.
this and him because he's too masculine. That's it, and. When he died, because yes, he dies. When he died, I'm like, okay, it's the millionaire because he's millionaire. That's it.
Yeah, he's rich and white.
That's it.
And that's him. That's exactly.
That's easy. And,
People-
and like those are my comment, and the other comment were like, oh, she looks fine in this, and only for the black woman because
Yeah.
you know, black has to support black. So
No, I don't
something.
support black because if black would shoot me.
Yeah.
Don't shoot! I'm not black.
Anyway, so yeah, so anyway, I just did find that part kind of strange because in my head's like, why? Oh, okay, let's anyway, let's change subject. Glass Onion was trash.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
But you know what wasn't trash? Klaus, even if it was released in 2021, 19. God damn, I have to remove it from my list. Okay. I put it in my list of movie of the year.
Honorable mention.
I
Did you saw Jujutsu Kaisen 0?
Yeah, was good.
What site?
Usual site.
Because I hadn't checked for like a while. I finally
But
saw.
you watch it. You already watch it, right?
No, the anime, not the movie.
Yeah, it's the movie.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie yet.
There's an anime?
Yes, there's an anime.
Okay, I don't know. I just watched the movie, so I was like...
Wait, Jujutsu Kaisen?
Yeah, but Zero, I'm talking about...
No, Zero, just the movie.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
what
saw
I
the
mean.
Jujutsu Kaisen manga and anime, but I'm talking about the
Yeah, that I know, but
Yeah.
I'm like, the Zero is just a movie.
Yeah, it's just a movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, there's also a manga of Zero, but you know.
I'll show you the
I
website
finally saw Dragon Ball.
Broly?
No, I saw it once and then one other time with you twice. No, superhero.
Oh,
The
what?
Piccolo movie.
Oh shit, I can put it in my list because
The
it's good.
Gohan and Piccolo show.
Photo was good.
Yeah, but I like the fact that I appreciate the fact that they try to like just
Please.
no, they just push out Goku and Vegeta
Yeah.
and Bulma wishing for garbage.
Each year! Each year
She wishes for that.
she wishes. Okay, for those who don't know, Bulma each year wished to
Not-
look 5 years young.
No, that wouldn't make sense. That's what I was going to say. Just wish each year to be like 5 years younger. No,
No,
she
because-
wishes to have her crow feet like removed and to have like a slightly firmer ass. It's so petty. It's like Frieza is like, I want to be taller, but not noticeably so. Like I'm 5'8". I want to be like 5'10". I want to give the impression that I'm still growing.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, he wanted like
What?
5 inch or something like that.
Yo, what?
Oh my god, that's some petty shit.
Even okay, Frieza makes more sense. You could just wish, like, I still want to be the same age, but I want to look 5 years younger.
But that's the thing that she did, and that's what she wanted to do in Dragon Ball. Battle of the Gods.
See, she's such a woman, like
She-
petty shit. I want to
But-
look
but
just
you know
slightly
what?
younger
That's why I love watching Japanese shit
because it's honest.
yeah, it's honest. They don't try. It's like remember when she wanted to exchange her undies for some favors.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh Bulma, please.
yeah, she never changed.
Yeah.
She's for the streets. And then Vegeta he beats us off and go away. He's like,
She's still for the street. Yeah, go. That's right. Go off. Yeah, I wanna be your ass. Oh, Galaga.
Final Flash.
Oh shit.
Oh, no, that's enough. But
That move trash. Do something else.
Goku still beat you.
Goku still beat you.
And-
I'm missing half my body. Goku still beat you.
What? But you see what I mean by they made it for the Western fan who want Vegeta to win and who's mad that
And Gohan.
Gohan did not wasn't the replacement for Goku and something else. Like I was watching Dragon Ball from the start again, and I saw that just the Western internet just changed stories so much because if you listen to them. Goku is a deadbeat dad, but Goku was just a dead dad.
yeah, you technically was dead.
Yeah, it was just dead. It was not a deadbeat. It's not like you don't want to
He
raise his
spends
kid.
most of his time being dead.
Yeah, it's not like he didn't want to. He want to raise his children, but he was dead. So Piccolo just had to take the slack because if Goku, the strongest warrior, is not here. The son has to do something.
Do you want to be a warrior Namekian or a magician Namekian?
Both are trash. Why?
If you
was
can't
it? Like I'm not like every other black people on the internet.
No, fuck the black people.
Who thinks that Namekian means black. Popo is black, okay? Popo is black.
No,
this is your representation.
If you can't be like a Super Saiyan
Yeah.
and then you have to be a Namekian, which one would you choose?
Neither. Can I be something else than a fucking Namekian?
What else is there?
I just want to be a Saiyan. No one wants to be a Saiyan.
No, you can't be a
Fuck.
Saiyan.
What will you choose?
I guess warrior Namekian.
Good. Next question, because that's the dumbest question ever. No one would have asked that question. No one cares.
Well, I just also wanted to say that Plague Tale was the what was the term?
Walkers?
No, it's
Dumbass?
no. It's a sickness of the highest caliber. The Western sickness.
Okay. I have a question, because the thing is like, for the end of the years, I had to find some list of the best game, worst game. And in the best game and worst game, there were one game for each. There are two games. And one is God of War Ragnarok.
Oh.
And the other is Callisto Protocol. And I find it funny because from
I
what
know what video you saw.
no, it's I did saw that one too, but it was a list, and the take that I get is that people were like, okay, I see, so this part was programmed shittily, but if I do play it this way, it's gonna be more challenging.
Yeah, and the devs were like, no, it's not how you play the game.
Yeah, I know. Those are the dumbest devs that I ever see. But that's me. So yeah, so that's the thing, and I wanted your take on God of War and on stuff, because the thing is, like, I just saw a video. I think that you saw the video of Synthetic Man about gaming is dead and how what wokeness in film. Oh, you call it out. Wokeness
In game, you don't call it out.
In movie, you call it out. In comic book, you call it out. But in game, now you won't call it out because you don't want to play the game. You just want to watch the game, and he has a point.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that I want to talk about it later in IRL, because I don't want to, some term I don't want to use it because YouTube just changed its terms and services and I didn't read it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
some other people read it and bruh. That being said, the fact that, they let you call out, like, because the thing is, like, he did get kind of jumped because of his opinion of God of War. And the thing is, like, usually, we won't lie, if there was a movie in Norse mythology with cold weather, with Vikings, with a black person in, they would all have made a video about how it's woke.
Yes.
But now
But God of War is, you just want to watch the movie, but also I think there's this pervasive like pretension of, oh man, we want games to be, we have a game that's like cinematic and stuff, so you don't want to call out the fact that it's woke because we don't want to have our
but
thing.
that's dumb because
people
we
don't accept.
We all saw that Buddha, who I don't care what her name is, was black, and I'm like, my take on it is
Anger Boda. I Buddha.
My take on it is simple as this: black people don't like cold. We will go to the cold land for necessities and your resources, but we don't like cold. And if you want representation, you can do God of War, Savannah Trip, or God of War, Gods of Africa, or I don't know, what's his name? Papa Matuk?
Kirikou? I don't know.
No, Kirikou is someone else. It's like, I forget the name.
Yeah, but
or God of War, God of Voodoo. I don't care. There's not a way to introduce representation where representation
shouldn't be. I wish people could just accept that, being a game is a form of art, and not just, oh my god, look at this game, it's so cinematic. Maybe they can take it seriously now.
Nobody cares.
But that's what they don't understand. Oh, it's okay if it's rogue because now this looks like something we can show to the public. There's a lot of games that are much better in terms of story, but you're not going to show like Prince of Persia to people. They won't care.
You saw
I saw the video.
And
you have to show some pretentious cinematic.
For real, I won't lie. Son of Time is one of my favorite games.
He's right. Like after Sands of Time, they just kind of dropped the ball. Warrior Within was full of game-breaking bugs.
No, Warrior Within, I didn't even touch that game.
It was full of game-breaking bugs. Like your save file gets erased, or you can't keep playing because like trigger points don't happen. And they removed the Arabian Nights theme. Now it was okay. So when you fight, there's a theme song that starts playing.
Yeah.
It's "Standalone" by Godsmack. You remember the Scorpion King, the song at the end?
Then you're like, okay, this song being getting woke at that point. No, it's a joke.
No, it's I stand alone. Yeah. They were really. You could tell that was early 2000. It's fun in an ironic way, but it's just dumb.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Two Thrones, it felt like
I didn't touch it.
Two Thrones.
I won't lie. After Sands of Time, I stopped playing this game.
Two Thrones is we have Prince of Persia at home.
Okay.
It's okay, but it ends the same way that the first one did. But the first one was literally perfect.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't need to make a sequel. And it ends the same way it started, so it was fucking useless anyway.
Yeah. And it was sad. It was the perfect ending. You know, when you
He
when
beats
you,
his me off to like a relationship that never happened.
yeah. But that was one of my favorite games. I'm about to buy it again. I think I did find it on eBay, but I wasn't sure because of that.
On emulation, the reflections are always fucked up.
Yeah, but I don't want I like emulation. I really love emulation.
Yeah, you want a physical copy. I got a physical copy on GameCube.
I don't. I saw all my games one time when I was really bad really bad.
And you need a crack. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do crack too.
So something is just like there's like Crack Bear who's coming out this year.
Crack what?
Crack Bear, Cocaine Bear. Yeah, it's a movie about a bear who did sniff cocaine.
Oh,
Anyway, that being said, what else? What else? You want to talk about something this year? I forget what was. But before that, I want to take a small little bit.
I am dark side.
Stand back and peep the light show. Green Lantern's got this. I'm not through with you.
I am dark side.
Stand back and peep the light show. Green Lantern's got this. I'm not through with you.
And we're back. So yeah, you wanted to do your section.
Okay, I got a new
test section.
Yeah, I wanted to
Who
do
will flop?
my new segment called In Hindsight. You can pull up. I don't know. I saw a video and it inspired me. You can pull up the video of Space World 2000.
What's that?
Okay, so you remember how like Wind Waker when it first came out, it kind of flopped.
No?
Okay, so back in the early 2000s.
Oh god damn it!
Early.
I didn't want a story lesson. No.
Yeah, it's a history lesson. That's my segment. So back in the early 2000s, when Ocarina that came out
What's
a couple
the
of
video
years.
that you want?
Space World 2000. Ocarina of Time that came out like in '98, and then Nintendo did a showcase of their GameCube games and what they would look like. So GameCube came at what, 2001, 2002? Yeah, that one. So they had a couple of showcases, like Luigi's mentioned, that was supposed to come out on Nintendo 64. You can click on that too. They had Mario 128. Yeah, this one. But the thing is that people don't understand that a lot of those tech demos. Mario 128 was just showing that.
You want me to share that part? Or?
Yeah. It was just supposed to show that, yo, we can
With
have...
sound or without sound? Because...
without sound. It was just supposed to show that, yo, we can have 128 Marios on screen at the same time.
Oh, I saw that too. I don't know where you
saw what? The video?
I remember seeing the video of I forget who talked.
It's a guy who barely makes any videos. He makes one every 6 months, so who cares?
Yeah.
It inspired me. I'm stealing. No, I'm not stealing.
Everything's still.
So people were like, "Oh my god, those are what People thought more or less those were going to be the next games. They didn't really. People didn't really care about Mario 128. Just really the fact that people saw a short clip of Ganon fighting Link in the Ocarina of Time style, the same style that they would use for their models in Smash Melee, and people were like, yo, we want a Zelda game like that. But the thing is that at the time, yeah, that part, like,
they cannot see it because I was working on the rest.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That part almost ruined Nintendo. I'm not gonna lie, it would have been nice to have a Ocarina of Time style game where, okay, we were on the GameCube, we're doing like more advanced graphics, and we're translating the art style. But the fact that for their first game on the GameCube, they managed to come up with the art style of Wind Waker is pretty good.
That's for real. That's some good graphics.
Yo,
and the fighting scene is pretty.
But that's
awesome.
the thing. If Nintendo had made a game looking like that, I wouldn't mind. But the problem is that they felt kind of forced because Wind Waker. Yeah, that was cool. Wind Waker came out.
You know what? I'm thinking about it. Nintendo couldn't have done something like this. Is too violent.
I don't know. The thing is that.
Because I don't know if you remember in that time.
Yeah, that time they didn't want to.
Nintendo was the kid console.
Yeah, but okay, I'm gonna jump ahead. When the Wii U came out, you remember they had a tech demo where you saw Link fighting a giant Skulltula.
No, I forgot.
Okay, that tech demo, nobody, people had understood the lesson by now. Nobody asked for, we want Link to be in that art style because people understood that, okay, it's just a tech demo, it's maybe not what they want. So, Mario 128.
The model for, what's his name?
64.
Mario Planet?
Mario Galaxy?
Yeah, Mario Galaxy.
Oh, maybe.
This is that was the tech demo that started Mario Galaxy.
But it's just showing, look at all the shit we have on screen and the GameCube is not bursting in flames.
Yeah. GameCube was... One thing with Nintendo is that they make a lot of things too soon.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, they keep it for later. What Sony can never do because Sony is trash.
Yeah.
Oh, what? We did a console who's pretty good, but too soon. What? Let's keep supporting it and see maybe in 2-3 years. No, let's cancel it because Sony of America.
Yeah. So, I would have liked... We just mentioned. I would have liked...
That's demo, I guess.
Well, it was supposed to come out on 64, and then, that was like the early draft of it. So clearly, the graphics had evolved. They worked on it, but that scream, Luigi still screams.
I love how I can see the GameCube behind it.
Yeah, that stayed in the final release, and you can see his model is more Nintendo 64 like, and I think that's the game over screen. So yeah. in the end, I would have liked a Zelda in that style, but Nintendo wanted to make Wind Waker. But people thought it looked too much like a kid game. And the GameCube already had a bad reputation of being for kids. I remember in school having arguments about that. And that really didn't help the GameCube. So people kind of ignored it. And then afterwards, Nintendo were like stuck in this mode of, man, we have to do a Zelda game, but it has to be realistic. But the problem was that tech demo still looked pretty cartoonish, and it was the art style was pretty good. But they made Wind Waker, and it's kind of like they overdid it a bit. Not Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and they overdid it. And the characters still had the same weird proportions, but they had such a realistic, facial proportions and textures that it just, like that fucking tree, it looked fucking nightmarish. It looked nightmarish. And you can tell because Wind Waker, the remake, came out, the HD version, and honestly, the only thing you really had to change was like the resolution, more or less, and the textures. There's also an HD texture pack online. Wind Waker still looks good. Even if you don't have the texture pack, it still looks good. But the HD version of Twilight Princess already looks dated, like 2 or 3 years after it released. It already looked dated, and now it looks worse.
Like, the things like game who are more stylistic have a better...
shelf life.
Yeah.
So it looked too realistic.
Not better shelf life. They just aged better.
Yeah, because you're not comparing it to reality. And it was too realistic, and also it didn't suck, but...
It sucked.
It was basically Ocarina of Time 2.0. And the thing with some people will say that Zelda is redundant, but no, every Zelda has like a thing. Link to the Past has the Dark World, Wind Waker has the boat, Majora's Mask has the 3D cycle.
I hate the fact that fucking... what's his name? Game Theory was right about Zelda.
What do you mean?
The creator of Zelda is like, yeah, Game Theory has it right. The timeline of Zelda is right.
Fuck. It's the worst timeline. All the other theories were better. That's the worst.
No. The thing is, like, he said that technically, what happened first? It's just that. Yeah. That's the video, and it was like, yeah.
Otherwise, every game had this essence, this little thing where, Breath of the Wild is, Do you
remember when there were only 150
Pokemon? No.
51!
Oh, no.
Yeah. Mew count, you bitch.
Fuck. Breath of the Wild has this kind of immersive sim quality where...
I'm kind of done, so no, that's not
every game has their thing, but Twilight Princess was kind of redundant. And I'm kind of glad people went over it, because now, Wind Waker is this kind of game, it was more popular when people were ready to appreciate it. Resident Evil Remake. So now it's kind of popular, and you've noticed also that Nintendo just went, fuck the realistic art style and fuck just redoing Ocarina of Time.
I should answer this. Wait a second. No, you can we'll keep talking. It's just that.
Breath of the Wild and Skyward Sword had a color, like watercolors. Breath of the Wild is cel shaded, and if you remove the shader on emulator, you can see that actually underneath everything is photo. Breath of the Wild without cel shading.
I don't know. It's not a connection
is what Zelda would look like if they were still obsessed with making a realistic Zelda. I remember when people were saying stuff like, "No, we have to make a Zelda where there's blood and gore," and you had two things I really hate in gaming. No, this game is artistic. It's not like the other games for babies. And no, my game is not serious if there's no blood and gore. Okay, it's just dumb. So that was the history lesson. Next time we're going to talk about Capcom and the cycle of Capcom and how they fucking destroyed Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's not that difficult. That being said, I don't know if there's something else that I want to add. We're gonna have more articles for next time because this time we didn't.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
It's
Like,
okay.
I completely forgot. I was stuck editing, and then I was, just before your podcast, I thought, oh fuck, I didn't look up articles. I just thought about the segment, and then research for the segment, and then the editing, and I forgot.
What's going on?
Anyway, it's current year. We're going to have a lot of things to talk about. I'm sure that by next week we're going to live in
Oh
gulags.
no! I already saw something, but I just didn't want to talk about it.
Gulags, just
I want some
gulags.
positivity today, or some shit like that. So that being said, I hope that you like it. So don't forget, stay passionate and happy New Year! And this year, let's try to get a 10 subscriber because just
10, just 10.
for this channel we are 14 with the other
Or
ones.
20. You can at least say 20.
No, we're going 10. This is a live stream, and I won't lie, sometimes it's really difficult to follow. So yeah. On that note,
Because
see you next week. I guess. Damn, no, everything is crap.